chasing a sci-fi tale all the way to space and back. What tales await us this time? We shall see. So, can I go from here, or do I need to go from here somewhere? No, not from here, I don't think. Can I get from here then, possibly? How do I get to the beach? Or is it just... maybe it's just the beach that I kind of visited earlier, but I didn't notice it. I'm not sure. I gotta go and have a look into it. It has to be close by though, I would think. Let's just try to be figuring this scene, because this does take us to the beach here. So I would think that from here we probably could find it somewhere. I'm sure. Yeah, not gonna get there. Huh. I just wanna find the crank. But where exactly? Somewhere. But was it just like a beach? Do I really have to be... Is it really somewhere really far away? Huh. If I can't find it in here, then I probably need to go and investigate backwards. Because... Yeah, I don't see it, at least at the moment. Yeah. Huh. Okay, let's just have a look then. Maybe I should go back, just in case, because of the fact that I I'm not sure right now if I was in the right track or not. It is somewhere on the beach, and I think that points into the direction where it is. But so where was it supposed to be? Yeah, it should be there. It is a very rocky spot. There is the village, I think. So yeah, it should be very close to where I was. I think it should be very close to where I was. Like, I'm trying to be keeping my eye now open to that spot. Yeah, I can see nonetheless that bridge is specifically like it was there, so... Can I go from here anywhere? But I can't, so... That doesn't work. And I'm sure I can't go from here. It has to be from there. I just missed it. Under construction. Let's just try to keep our eyes open a little bit more. Perhaps that way I will be able to find this crank. Unless it has been taken, but that would be kind of surprising. Just keep our eyes open for anything that looks like a crank. That looks almost like a blood because there's red, but that's nothing, at least. What about in this spot? Nothing as of yet. Like, it should be around here somewhere. I'm pretty much sure that it should be around here somewhere. But why haven't I found it yet is a different question. I don't know, really. It should really be here somewhere. I'm really kind of annoyed that I haven't been able to spot it yet. Like, there is that. Definitely. It should be, like, maybe a little bit above in here. Weird that I'm not spotting it yet, though. I'd say so indeed. It's kind of weird that I have not been able to spot it yet. Like, it can't be there. At least not in my opinion. Huh. That is nonetheless, like, this is the right spot, but where is it? I'm sure that this is the right spot. Maybe I should be cutting this a little bit until I find the right spot, because this seems a little bit silly. That I'm not able to spot it. Even though I know it's here somewhere. It is. It is here somewhere, but where is it? Ah, there it is. Inspect. Oh, god damn it, that was hard to find. Okay, it was very close to the waterline. Okay, yeah, it has blood too. Yay. Let's take it. Let's take it back to the rail car thingy. And let's crank it, I guess. Or put it into there. Maybe we can actually use it then even. I don't know. But maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure if there's even something more all the way back to the left side really, but at least let's try to be solving this issue first of all. Or this thing, because well, this is something that we are... I think this should be relatively close by at least to solving. Possibly. At least. Possibly at least. Okay. We have the crank. Yay, we're cranking it. Woohoo. We can use it now. But where would we want to go? Well, we can travel backwards like this. Interesting. Interesting for sure. How far backwards can we even go? Turn off for a moment. Wasn't the rail car supposed to be here somewhere? Like, if I take this a little bit forward, would that then work? Do I need to crank it again? I guess I do. Spin the crank so that it will work. Oh, enter. Like, if I take this just a teeny tiny bit forward, like into maybe somewhere in here, what does this look like? At least it said something, so to speak. Because it's in a spot where the rail car was, so to speak, supposed to be. Do you say anything else about the canister now? No, it's just like we just brought it into the spot. I'm not sure how much more this actually like accomplished, but interesting nonetheless. I wonder, can I go somewhere like a lot more forward with this thing or something? There's the severed legs. Let's go over the severed legs and all of these things. But if I go... Can I go that far in the bridge anyhow with this? I'm not sure. Would be interested to know. Like, is this something that could be broken if I would try to be going too much into here? Is there a way in here, or would we be crashing? I want to know. Okay, there is just a blockage in here, so I don't think that will work. So let's just take this back into that spot. I think that's the best use we have for this. Let's just keep an eye for that oil canister and park this into there, because there was the rail car supposed to be in that spot. A little bit like... Maybe someone has indeed accidentally spilled this from there, so to speak. Yeah, well, so approximately here. Let's turn it off. And then it will not be able to go anywhere anymore. There's like 2 seats, a little bit black stuff, and this canister right here. But perfectly kind of like dropped from the rail car. I'm not sure what I exactly accomplished more with this, but maybe the dad or this guy who was killed. No, it was forward nonetheless. So who was driving that? That's the good question. No idea. No idea. I can just spin the crank, of course, again, and yeah, nothing otherwise in here more. Not sure if I now then solved it or not. Or is there something else I should be still able to find from this? I'm not sure what else to try to find though. We already found the rock as well. We could go and visit again in that spot, but I'm not sure if there's anything else I can be placing into here. Probably, was the dad, like, driving with this thing, accidentally spilled the oil can, then the someone else that followed him picked up this rock and hit him into the head, then maybe put him into those ropes, into the rail thing, and then possibly was thinking of going over him with this thing while cranking it, and then he wasn't completely crushed into it because maybe he was waking up and tried to get away, but then it went over him and severed his legs. And but why was the crank there on the beach? Maybe Dad had it, but how could it go all the way there? Maybe Dad was trying to get it, but why would Dad try to go and get the crank? Or the person that was killed? He was trying to go to the beach. Was he thinking that if he could get with the crank this thing working, he could still try to be somehow making it back to home? Into safety? I don't know. That's kind of a good question, because there has to be a reason why he was going into that direction. Really, the only logical idea about that would then be, but I'm not sure how it exactly all plays out. But the crank was found in that direction, so the rope is here, so the rope is in the wrong spot. Nonetheless, for the severed legs and saws. What does the rope do then? I really don't know. Maybe I should just quickly also try to see if I could visit all the way back into the other side and see if there was anything on the other side. And if there isn't, we'll be coming back into this direction. But I'll just go and check it out, so I don't need to be thinking and feeling that is there something I missed all the way back there. So see you very soon. Okay, so we're here on the other side. There is like here at least a little bit of a path into here, so One could imagine there could be something in here at least. Oh, such a gorgeous view. Still, such a gorgeous view. So, would there be something in here? And that's the question. There very well could be, and there very well could be that there's nothing, that it just takes... It's just a little bit of an alternative route like that. Is there more traps in here that I'm gonna be stumbling in if I go... Yes, there is more traps that I'm gonna be stumbling in here. If I go... Why is there so many traps in here? Really? Dead people. Yay. Why? Why are there so many traps? Really? Why are there? Why am I just wanting to sense it all the time? Really? Seriously? Traps? More traps? Anywhere? Yes, more traps. Anywhere. Well, that's a very brilliant sort of a trap. Ah, now we're getting more, so if I would have found more of this, I think I have to go and get the same trap I got in the start as well, so we get more of this circular thing. Yeah, I think so. Then we're getting something more out of this than just this. Something more. Okay, I think there's probably at least one more trap plus then the one that we already found previously. I would assume so. Possibly at least. Okay, let's go and put this trap into use. Can I see it anywhere? No. Not really. Yay, there you came. Hello, trap. I knew you were there. Okay, let's see what we can find more. Huh. A little bit more, yes, but yes, I said it's not complete as of yet. It's not complete, so where are more traps? It doesn't seem like we're gonna be dying to these traps, so let's just go and poke around and try to find the last traps. Yay! Hey, there's a way into here. Indeed. Is there more traps in here, possibly? Or are they just in that very first area? I don't know. Try to find out and figure out. Yes, that... Yes, another trap here. Let's see, what can we find now? It's almost complete. Not quite, though. This is the Red Creek Valley, I guess. Just a picture of the Red Creek Valley. Or that's what it seems like, at least. Interesting. So, another trap. I didn't really think that we would be wanting to find traps specifically, but apparently we do. So, let's find them. Hopefully not just like walking into them completely, but otherwise finding them, yes. Trap, trap, come out wherever you are. Maybe more on this side, or maybe back. Yes, back. Okay. Yes, it's complete. What is this place? Ah, this is the place where there's all these skulls in. Okay. Yes, I can see that now. Is this where someone who has placed those old traps have taken all the bodies? All the skulls? Read another story in the middle of bones and skulls. Okay. Zap by Ethan Carter. Hey, you can even see that there's now then by Ethan Carter. Interesting. An old man came to the forest every day. Came to the forest every day to drink sap from the trees. To get there, the old man had to step around many dangerous traps. The villagers believed this old man had hidden a jade amulet in the forest. But the old man wanted the villagers to believe this because then they would search the forest for treasure and not drink here sap. One cool fall night, someone set fire to the forest and the fire spread to the village. The old man escaped the fire by covering himself in sap. When he returned to the village, he found all the villagers' bones. The old man sat down and cried. Then he found more sap to drink. He cried and found more sap to drink. Yay! Well, at least sap was his refuse, so to speak. More sap to drink. Just drinking sap.
Ethan, I told you, you can't be here.
But Gramp, I wrote something for you.
That's real nice. Thank you. Just leave it. I'll read it later.
Was that a story about kind of his grandfather, in a way? That his grandfather came to the forest a lot and... That's interesting. There's even the bottles here, like he would have been liking to drink alone and so on, and then Ethan kind of wrote that story about him in a way, just in a little bit more of a fantasy style setting. Interesting, very interesting indeed. So, one dead in-house fire. Is that it? The grandfather, at least there's a picture of him. Okay, let's read. Withdrawal Vietnam complete. Yay, withdrawing from Vietnam. President Nixon assured that ongoing withdrawal use from the Republican South Vietnam nearly complete. Have alleged with recent. Okay. But one dead house in a house fire. Bayfield County fire damaged a historic home in Red Creek Valley Wednesday morning, according to officials from the Bayfield County Fire Department. A family of 6 was asleep when the blaze broke out at the remote house, once owned by Albert Vandergriff. Yeah, this Vandergriff name. By the Ogden Lake in Red Creek Valley. Gail Carter, 58, was pronounced dead at the scene. Gail Carter. Remaining family members were able to escape. Is Gail perhaps then 5 of Ed? Carter's husband, Edwin, 62 years old, told investigators he may have fallen asleep with a lit cigarette in his hand, so he was probably very sad about being kind of guilty about this. Firefighters were dispatched to the scene at 1:22 a.m. and remained at the scene until around 5 a.m. Wednesday, they returned to the property hours later to extinguish the left of the flames, perhaps. The scene, Wednesday, they returned to the property 4 hours later to extinguish hotspots, which had rekindled. Okay. Assisting at the initial fire was the Ashland Township Volunteer Fire Department. Masonville Emergency Medical Services was on standby at the scene. And there is another thing in here. I didn't want to put it back. After heated public hearing, no answer for Vandergriff heirs. Members of the Vandergriff family again gathered in the Bayfield County Courthouse today to debate the fate of the Vandergriff fortune, which has remained in escrow since 1961. So Vandergriffs didn't want that place. Let's have a look better in here. After heated public hearing, Tom Alton. Members of the Vandergriff family again gathered in the Bayfield County Courthouse today to debate the fate of Vandergriff fortune, which has remained in escrow since 1961, when family patriarch Albert Vandergriff, 71, died in a mine accident. The after effects of which nearly destroyed Vandergriff Industrial and severely damaged the local economy. James Vandergrift, 38, of Chicago, argued that his father's demands were unreasonable and that many Vandergrift family members have personal reasons for wanting to avoid living in Red Creek Valley on the Vandergrift estate, as stipulated in the elder Vandergrift's will. The recent fire in which the Vandergrift home was damaged, he said, only underlined his family's concerns. Since 1967, the Carter family has lived upon the former Vandergrift estate as temporary caretakers. Okay. They were the temporary caretakers, the Carter family. Interesting. Very much indeed interesting. But yes, more information all the time. Well, I think this is where we're gonna be leaving this time around. We're going to be going back to the other area next time. Though, I'm not sure. Should I go right now? On the other hand, we did at least... Well, we'll see next time if the rail car will still be where I placed it or if it has changed spot. At least there was a saving scene, so hopefully it is saved to be in the right spot. But hopefully you enjoyed, and thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye bye.